Hey guys, All in Crypto here, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. In this video, guys, I thought I would address a lot of what I've been seeing sort of going on, a lot of feedback that I've been getting, and I am seeing quite a lot of people coming at me with a very, very bearish sentiment and a lot of disbelief that this year is going to turn out in a similar way to 2017 and 2013 prior to that. A lot of kind of people saying that they are looking at Bitcoin right now in the overall crypto market and saying that it looks like it's not going to continue to perform the way that it has this year. And I am really here to tell you otherwise, guys. I am here to say you have no reason to be bearish whatsoever, guys. We have spent long enough being bearish back in 2018, 2019, and 2020, the start of it anyway. There's no need for that anymore, guys. We are in a confirmed bull market, in my opinion. And I'm going to be sharing with you exactly why that is in this video. Now, for those of you who don't know, who are new to the channel, I follow something called the Bitcoin 4-year cycle theory. A lot of people are asking me why I follow this theory. The short sort of answer is that, everything in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin sort of has a halvening every 4 years, and this 4-year cycle theory is somewhat developed around that. And essentially the 4-year cycle theory is applying that Bitcoin repeats its cycle every 4 years in terms of the structure of its market. So the first year it goes into a bear market, the second year it sort of bottoms out, the third year it starts to break descending resistances and start to climb higher, and the fourth year is where you have your 2017 parabola sort of complete bull market where everybody gets super rich. And you can see that if we go back to the prior 4 years before this, the exact same thing. This is 2013 here where I'm highlighting with my mouse. This was the last time we had our sort of a major bull market. Then you enter your bear market in 2014. 2015 you bottom out. 2016 you start to break descending resistances, and then 2017, of course, we all know what happened there, guys. So I think the same thing plays out, and I think that we are just getting started. You can see here, guys, that things didn't really start kicking off until sort of May, sort of early May, end of April. In 2017. I think that we have a long way to go in this bull market. And one thing that, a lot of people look, I think we're at $1.7 trillion in terms of market cap for the overall cryptocurrency market right now, and Bitcoin's over $1 trillion. A lot of people are looking at that and saying, no, it can't do the same sort of moves. I said a 5x from $20,000, sorry, which puts us at $100,000 for Bitcoin. I think that's still more than achievable. I actually think we're going to significantly surpass that. Why do I think that, and why am I seeing so much sort of bearish sentiment right now? Because people are looking at this chart and they're going, no, there's no way. This looks, too horizontal for me to not horizontal, too vertical for me to sort of be investing and jumping into. Well, guys, you have a lot of institutions that are currently buying Bitcoin right now. And I want to take you back to 2017, and I want you to take a look at this and tell me that, just tell me that you would have probably looked at this and gone, no, there's no way I am investing. You would have looked at this chart back then and you would have gone, no, there's no way, guys. There's no way that I am going to invest, when we've done this much so far. This is after we saw our second sell-off. I think I've got these squares here. I didn't include them for this video. However, I must have been highlighting that pullbacks are a normal part of bull markets. You'd have been looking at this chart, and then essentially you probably wouldn't have bought because you'd have been saying the same thing, and you'd have ended up missing out on what was to come. And I think the same thing is going to play out in similar fashion this year. I think we've seen, we've done very well so far, but there's still a long way to go, guys. And, you have institutions now taking that bet. Of course, we all know about Tesla. This is now old news. Bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. I think they got their Bitcoin for around about $34,000 per Bitcoin. They actually made more money off Bitcoin than they did selling cars last year. You are seeing, and it's not just MicroStrategy and Tesla. There are so many other companies out there that are doing the same thing. If you go on CoinDesk, which is a good place to get your news, by the way, you go on latest and you scroll down, go 10 days back, guys. Go that far back, and you will see company after company either adding to their Bitcoin holdings, getting into Bitcoin to add to their balance sheet, or companies setting up EFTs, like Canada's got another one coming out, their third one. Everybody is adjusting for Bitcoin right now, guys. Yet the guy who has $50 in a token that I've never heard of wants to try and tell me that, you know, the bull market's over and that's it for us. Absolutely not, guys. You still have a long way to go in this bull market, and a lot of you are going to sell early. You know, MicroStrategy buys more than $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, adding to massive holdings, and they bought this, when was this article? The 24th of February, guys. So let's see if we can find the price. They bought at an average price of 52.7, so $52,000, well, $52,765,000. And you know, it's not just MicroStrategy. Like I say, go and have a look at the news on CoinDesk. You will see that there are multiple companies doing the same thing. Not on the scale, because a lot of them don't have that sort of money. Tesla was a big one. Tesla's one of the biggest companies in the world, guys. You are going to see other big companies. We really owe a lot to Michael Saylor, to be quite honest to you, because he really nobody wants to be first, because, you know, nobody wants to be. It's damaging to be first, guys. Nobody wants to be that guy that stuck his neck on the line and ended up getting it chopped off. You know, and Michael Saylor really did that, and he's benefited massively as a result of it. MicroStrategy has become very profitable because of holding Bitcoin on their books. You're seeing this. It's going to have a ripple effect, and you are already seeing that. And you are seeing, you know, exchanges open up. You are now seeing banks offering crypto services in Germany and places like that. And this is going to continue. And yet, you know, there's a sort of bearish sentiment. And if we look at the sort of structure of Bitcoin and its sort of market cycles, you can see that it really follows something called the Wall Street cheat sheet. The Wall Street cheat sheet I've spoken about on a number of occasions, but it's essentially maps out the psychology of a market. Go and type this in on Google and have a look at the Wall Street cheat sheet, guys. And essentially, it's just, you know, the psychology of markets. Markets are sort of driven by human beings. Human beings are emotional creatures, etc., etc. And you will see, you know, we go through stages. I think we could necessarily be in the optimism stage, if not before. The way that a lot of people are going on, we could even be in the disbelief phase, guys, where we haven't really seen anything yet. And you can kind of see, like I say, that it wasn't until the second half of the year. And I believe this as well. It's not going to be till the second half of the year that you're going to see things really, really kick off, where you're going to see altcoins 10x in a day, etc., 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 like 2017. But this was just to address, like I said, I just took a little break from work, hectic day at work. So I did have a lot of videos planned for you. However, I'd rather wait till I have the time to do them properly. This is something I can get on here and sort of share with you guys and reassure you and give you that voting confidence that you are not doing the right thing. In my opinion, this is all my opinion. Do not buy, sell, or do anything as a result of what I'm saying on here. I'm just here sharing my opinion, and I hope you find it valid, guys. You know, it's so obvious to me that blockchain technology is going to replace the old financial system. They have chosen it. I mean, if you look at the fact that you know, the chairman of the SEC in America used to teach blockchain at MIT in America, one of the big technical universities in America. You know, he's now the sort of chair of the SEC. I mean, what does that tell you, guys? There are roles and task forces popping up for cryptocurrencies all over the world, and they are all, in my opinion, all governments are going to move towards CBDC, central bank digital currencies, which, of course, are going to be powered by blockchain. So, don't really get the bearish sentiment. You know, doesn't make sense to me at all. You're, like I say, Tesla, MicroStrategy, and there's a large number of other other companies out there that are doing similar. And you are not just seeing Bitcoin. Bitcoin, the reason that people are going for Bitcoin is because it's sort of tried and tested. Nobody's going to want to go for the new altcoin that could, you know, flop by 99% in, you know, a matter of weeks. So they're going with Bitcoin because it's the least volatile out of a volatile asset class. And you are now seeing companies get into, I think it was a company in China on the Hong Kong stock exchange. Well, it's on the Hong Kong stock exchange. I know that much. The companies on the Hong Kong stock exchange have now added significantly to their Ethereum holdings, more so than Bitcoin. I think you're going to see this trend catch on. People are going to look at the market caps of both Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they're going to say, hey, look, Ethereum has the percentage, has the real possibility of outperforming Bitcoin. And they're going to take that bet accordingly and probably get rewarded for doing so. So that is really where I'm at, guys. You know, I can't give you any more sort of, you know, go and have a look for yourself for all the companies and institutions that are buying crypto. And they are getting in before they want the masses to get in, guys. you are going to get bigger companies come out, and really what that's going to do, could you imagine if a company like Apple came out and said they're buying Bitcoin or Ethereum? That would cause a freaking buying frenzy, guys. An absolute buying frenzy. And you are going to see it, in my opinion. And this is really when we talk about, where does this money come from? How do we take a $1.7 trillion market and make it $10 trillion? Well, institutions get involved, and then your retail absolutely FOMOs into it. And this is how it's going to play out, in my opinion, guys. So let me know what you think. Where do you think we are on the Wall Street cheat sheet? Give me that opinion if you're familiar with it. And let me know. Are you bearish? Are you bullish? I want your feedback, guys. I will get around to replying to all the comments. For those of you who don't know, I own a small business, so I'm constantly busy with that. Cryptocurrencies it's kind of a job for me. But it's something that I do when I have the time. I have a business that I focus on, and that pays me and allows me to invest into cryptocurrencies. And that's kind of where I'm at. So that is all I have for you in this video, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, please drop me a like and a comment would be great. And subscribe for more videos, guys, because they're coming out daily. This was just a quick update, a quick sort of touching base with you guys and letting you know that I think you have no reason to be bearish, in my opinion. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I look forward to seeing you all in the next YouTube video.